find a gun and make my final stand. Hey, that's why they call me bad company, and I can't deny bad company till the day I die. Till the day I die. Till the day I die. Rebel souls, deserters.
Oh, this is it. She is done. Say 97.9% done. There's a few things that still can be done to this that I haven't done, but every other thing imaginable has been done to this vehicle. We'll start off with the wheels. Well, obviously next to them, it's a stock HPI. I think they're called Warlock wheels. I'm not sure what kind of tires they are, but I finally replaced them. You can see the size difference is freaking ridiculous. These tires that are on there now, they're called Big Joe's, and they are made by Proline. These tires are freaking huge, man. I didn't really realize that they were going to be this big when I ordered them, but they're here, and I like them. I like them a lot. One thing I had to do, well, let me take a little step back. Well, it's me. I don't know about everybody else out there. It takes a while to get a car all the way right. You know, especially when you do a lot of work on it, when you change the engine, when you change the transmissions out, when you're changing the wheels out, or even body work. It takes an extremely long time. So I can say now she is 100% dialed in. Anyway, on the road to that, when I first put the stock tires on, I do have RPM upper and lower A-arms. I don't know if you can see that back there. It's right there. It says RPM 0. But I did have the RPM 2 degree upper A-arms in there. And what was happening, you can kind of see here, the shock, where the shock is red at. The tire was rubbing really bad whenever I turned. So I just had to go ahead and, like I said, put the 0 degree upper A-arms back in the front and back. And I dropped the shocks down. So I got a pretty decent, they got pretty decent camber the way they sit now. You can see they're straight flat across. And that's what I've been told, what you want to see out of your vehicle, how you want your suspension to lay once it hits the ground, and that's about flat. So anyway, if you hadn't seen any of my other videos or heard me talking about this thing, I got this Savage in 2013, I want to say. Yeah, towards the end of 2013, and there is, like I said, almost nothing that I haven't done to this vehicle. Besides the tires, I got full RPM kit, front, rear A-arms. I got the center skid plate RPM. I didn't go with aluminum stuff just because it's kind of a joke. It looks really nice, but it does not survive. And I want maximum survivability because I drive like a freaking maniac. So I need everything on my truck to be tough times 5. So like I said, I went with the RPM kit all around, front and rear. Just for you non-believers. Those are RPM arms in the back too. They don't have any markings on them on the upside down part, but in the front they definitely have some sort of markings. You can't see them. Anyway, just trust me. It's all RPM stuff. I did go and get a 3-speed transmission, order a 3-speed kit for it. And I like it. A lot of people have issues with the 3-speed transmission. When you get your 3-speed transmission, your kit, there's papers in there. You have to read those papers, and they'll tell you what to do. And that's my advice. Read the freaking manuals, and you will understand it, because I've had this pretty much the life of my truck, and I have had no issues with it whatsoever. I did have an issue once where I didn't tighten down the grub screw too tight, and or tight enough, and ended up working itself loose, and so it wasn't shifting right. But I got in there and I fixed that, and like I said, no issues whatsoever. Let's knock on wood here. But no issues whatever so far whatsoever. There's a lot of stuff that I've done. You can't see it. You know, it's all pretty much hidden. But inside this 3-speed transmission is a reverse module. You can kind of see it. Once again, you cannot see it. I'm sorry about that. But I got reverse in there, and I also have the super speed 3rd gear. I don't know whether that's really going to work or not. I haven't gotten it up that fast yet. So we'll see how that works out, or if it's honestly any faster than the stock high-end 3rd gear. Anyway, besides that, we will talk about the Jewel right here. This, my friends, is the LRP ZR32 motor. Get a little better shot of that. I've had 3. This is my 3rd motor that I've had in this truck so far. I started off with the stock HPI motor. I think it was a 4.7, I want to say 4.6. It was one of those two, but it was a stock HPI 28 motor. I ended up chewing that one up. That was definitely operator error. Was not HPI's issue. Well, at least I don't think so. We'll find out. Talk about that later. Anyway, the second motor I had was a Force 32 OFNA. I'm not sure whether, once again, it was operator error or if the engines are crap. I had mine for about 3 or 4 months, and it started giving me issues. Like, I lost all compression, but I think there are some things that I was doing that kind of led up to its demise. So anyway, that being said, this is supposed to be over 4 horsepower, like closer to 4.5 horsepower. I got the HPI, just the regular stock tune pipe that they come with, just because I wanted something that would fit my car, and I did not want to have this beast and be using the stock plastic HPI pipe. Anyway, I am extremely impressed with this motor. I mean, I read the reviews on it, and people were saying, oh, well, you got to wash the throttle and blah, blah, blah. It'll flip over and this and that. And, you know, you do wheelies on command. And me, to be quite honest, you guys, I wasn't impressed. Like, I mean, you can always hear what other people say, but you have to, like, kind of see it for yourself. I'm one of those type of people. And I took it out, not really suspecting anything. I mean, I finally broken it in and, you know, got everything right. LRP recommends that you go through 5 tanks. So I go through tank 5. I'm on tank 6. And I start tuning. And let me tell you, this is not a light truck. With these wheels and tires, I had to be pushing 14 pounds very easily. And so, like I said, me knowing the heft of this vehicle, I'm thinking that there's no way. I was completely wrong. Completely and utterly wrong. this motor flips his truck like it was made out of paper mache. It's like not even, it's ridiculous. Like you can't, if you're going to race somebody with this thing, or at least in the Savage, in a higher a vehicle that sits higher up, you can't just punch it because you'll just flip over on your top. And that's exactly what happened to me over and over and over again. So I have to learn this beast now. Now that I've installed it in my truck and I've gotten it running correctly, I gotta learn how to drive with this thing. But all in all, LRP 32 so far. I've only had it for a couple weeks now. So far, though, has proven to be quite a beast. So now that she's ready, I definitely will put her up against the Jado and see where we get going in that. Besides that, that's about everything in a nutshell. We covered the tires and wheels. We covered the engine. We covered the exhaust. We covered the tranny. We covered the whole entire RPM kit. Besides that, I definitely have the Venom rechargeable battery in there. I also have my FSIT4 with full telemetry on there installed in the battery box. And also have my third waterproof Metal Gear servo for the reverse, which is totally not needed, but that's what I had laying around, so that's what's in there. All right, be easy, YouTube.